So this is a quick video on how money is created, and I guarantee nobody's going to be able to prove me wrong. So when a child is born, the parents fill out an application for the birth certificate. That's the offer. The offer goes to the Department of Vital Records. The Vital Records accepts the offer, and the child gets a state birth certificate. Once Vital Records has the application for the birth certificate, it notifies the Census Bureau, and the Census Bureau is a part of the Department of Commerce. When the Department of Commerce is notified that there is a birth certificate, it realizes it can issue a bond. So the Department of Commerce lets the Department of the Treasury know that there is a bond based on the birth certificate. So the Department of Treasury goes to the Federal Reserve and borrows the money that it needs to buy the bond. So the Federal Reserve loans money to the Department of Treasury, and the Department of Treasury gives that money to the Department of Commerce, and the Department of Commerce uses that money for the stock market and other different markets, and the Department of Treasury gets a bond. Now that the Treasury Department has that Department of Commerce bond, the Treasury issues its own bond. When the Treasury issues its bond, the Federal Reserve buys the bond. Once the Federal Reserve buys the bond, it prints out money that we have in our pocket today. So the money that we have in our pocket today is backed by us. We're collateral for the Federal Reserve note. Now, if you look it up, Congress issues a bond, the Federal Reserve buys the bond, and the United States owes the Federal Reserve for the loan to get the Department of Commerce bond and for payments for the Federal Reserve buying the Treasury bond. Now, I guarantee you nobody can prove me wrong. Full faith and credit is because everybody believes it's real. But really what it means is that when we pay taxes and we pay bills at how we pay now, we're paying that because the United States is in debt to the Federal Reserve. The United States has two creditors, which I tried to tell Artie's corporate fiction, but he wanted the United States has two creditors: the people, which is the representatives in the Republican form of government, and the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve is the reason why you had to put tags on your car. Nobody owns anything in the United States. Your name is a corporation and a trust that's created when you're born, and it's created by the application for a birth certificate. The name is in the corporate United States. Well, the government won't tell you that there's two United States. It'll tell you, but it only has jurisdiction over United States citizens. A representative of a United States citizen is foreign to the United States. So by the representative being foreign, the government doesn't talk to the representative of the United States. The government talks to the U.S. citizen, and the representative of the U.S. citizen receives the letter. But you don't know you're the representative. If you don't believe you're the representative of your name, all you have to do is look at the back of your bank card, and it says authorized signature. And the only person that's an authorized signature is the authorized signatory. And the authorized signatory is the representative. The representative is one of the people in the 10th Amendment, and the 10th Amendment is sovereign. So, you don't have to be a surety for the debt of the United States. Your name represents the United States. The United States citizen represents the United States. So the United States is in debt, the United States citizen is in debt. So as long as y'all believe y'all U.S. citizens, y'all in debt to the United States. Y'all know that y'all can't question the national debt. You see it go up every day. The only reason that police even protect you is because you pay taxes. The same way how the state doesn't have a vested interest in my car, the state has a vested interest in everybody. Everybody's under federal and state jurisdiction. It's the choice to be under federal and state jurisdiction. But why would the government tell you that? The government is in debt. You're paying the debt for the government. You think the government's going to tell you that you don't have to pay the debt? I mean, am I really the sovereign citizen? I mean, pay taxes every day. You don't own your house. You don't own your car. If you don't pay them taxes, that car gone. If you don't pay taxes on the house, that house gone. And you mean to tell me that you own a house? It's an illusion. You think you own a house. Stop paying. You pay the government to keep them from taking your house. That means that the government is a racket. Wasn't the mob doing the same thing? And of course, Artie's corporate fiction was, oh, you're going into this manifesto because I said the government is a racket. And you said that you're not, you don't work for the state, but you're an officer of the court that serves that racket. It's a racket. You think he's going to tell you not to title your car? And you're paying all that money to the state that pays him? Let me ask you a question. If you knew all of this, would you need a lawyer? Why does a lawyer need a lawyer? If an attorney has a fool for a client, if he won't represent himself, how is he going to represent anybody else? And it's not just him, it's any lawyer for real. And I don't want to get too much off topic because supposedly I be rambling for real, but you gotta ask questions because y'all minds and third eyes is closed. And this is everything I'm saying is foreign because I'm in a foreign jurisdiction, so I understand if y'all don't understand nothing I'm saying for real. But I mean, like I said, if y'all gonna keep trolling, that's fine with me for real, but I'm waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. And I know nobody can prove me wrong with how money is made. So if you got any questions, I'll answer and I'll keep making videos. But till then, somebody got to prove me wrong. And I guarantee you, it's not nobody that can prove me wrong. We are the collateral that the United States uses to borrow from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is a creditor. It has shareholders. It's private. You can't even figure out what's going on in the Federal Reserve or the IRS. Every name is a withholding agent. And they're not going to tell you any of this. And y'all can think the crazy part is, how would I know all this and I'm crazy? Like, that doesn't make sense. How am I crazy? Because I can prove what I'm saying. If proving what you're saying is crazy, then I'm real crazy. And y'all are not crazy because y'all can't prove nothing that y'all saying for real. Like I said, this is not to go back and forth. It's not about, oh, me, oh, I'm right, or I'm better than anybody. It's just to prove a point. Like I said, this is a choice, but if you're not liable for the choice you make if you don't know that there's a choice. Once you know it's a choice, then you're liable. So this is reasonable notice of all the stuff that the government does. Like I said, I gave it up. And it's a choice whether you want to give it up or not. But I guarantee you I get my car back. I can guarantee that. And if you want to listen to a lawyer, the lawyer is going to be like, oh, I knew he was going to get the car back. It was just another excuse. So it is what it is. But like I said, can't nobody prove me wrong on how money is created. And I got more videos coming too. So I'll just wait for y'all to prove me wrong.